So students, welcome to the next class of module 3 of mechanics of solids. So far we have discussed about the how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram of a cantilever beam as well as a simply supported beam. Now we have to study about the last type of beam that in your syllabus, that is overhanging beam. So what is meant by overhanging beam? As seen in this figure, that is there is a beam A, B, C, and there is supports at A and B, and the beam is extended towards 2 meter towards the left side. So here BC is the overhanging portion of the beam AB. So we have to find out how to draw the shear force and bending moment diagram. So I will explain with a question. Now here it is given as draw the shear force and bending moment diagram of a overhanging beam carrying a uniformly distributed load. There is a uniformly distributed load of 2 kilonewton per meter over the entire length. That is, the entire length of the beam is 4 plus 2, 6 meters, and a point load of 2 kilonewton. A 2 kilonewton load is acting here. And locate the point of counterflexion. So I will explain what is point of counterflexion soon. So here the first step we have to find out all the forces. So while considering this figure, now we are having the two vertical forces, 2 kilonewton per meter and 2 kilonewton is acting downward. Again, due to these two forces, there will be reactions. That is two forces in the upward direction. That is RA and RB. Okay, RA and RB will be there. So first step is to find out the reactions. So in order to find out the reactions, again we are having two equilibrium equations. That is, what are the equilibrium equations? We are having generally sigma V is equal to 0. Sum of the vertical forces is equal to 0. Sum of the horizontal forces is equal to 0. And the sum of the moment at some points is equal to 0. These are the available equilibrium equations. But in this, there is no horizontal force. In this, there is no horizontal force. So we cannot use this equation. And next one, it is that in this type of beam, we have studied about simply supported beam like this AB. So what was the in simply supported beam, the sum of the moments at A and the sum of the moments at B are 0. Okay, but in this case you see that here B, the support A, here the sum of the moments about this point is equal to 0. But so since this is a overhanging, it is here this point B, the support B is overhanging, that is, it is having loading at both ends. The sum of the moment about B is not equal to 0. Okay, this is an important point. While this, so here this side is only one way overhanging. There can be a case in which this side also will be overhanging. That will be looking on that. So here, so these are the conditions. So the available conditions here are sigma V is equal to 0 and sigma MA is equal to 0. These are the two equations by which we can find out these unknowns. So first of all, I am taking the sum of the moments about A. I am taking. What are the moments that is happening in A? The moment at A is due to this three forces, that is 2 kilonewton, due to this 2 Newton and RB. So first of all, I am considering this. Let us consider. So here you can see I am just drawing that figure. That is, I am having a beam like this, AB, and here the loading is given. Here the again the load is there, and it is given that there are, so this is A and this is B. Therefore, what are the, first I am considering the moment from this point. So first one, I can consider the moment due to this UDL. So moment due to UDL, so the condition is sigma MA is equal to 0. What is the moment due to UDL? The total length is, this is 4 meter and this is 2 meter, and the UDL it is 2 kilonewton per meter. So what, first one I have to find the force. The force will be 2 into the total length, that is 6, that is the force. Force into perpendicular distance. So what will be the perpendicular distance? That is, here this force 2 into 6, that will be acting at the center of, this is 6 meter, so it will be acting at 3 meters. So this total force will be acting at 3 meters. That is a rectangle force only. That is the reason. So what is the, so that 3, that's a 3 meter is there. So our So this is our distance, and what will be that distance? That is, and it will be rotating like this, that is in the clockwise direction. So I am taking it as positive. For 2 into 6 into, that is a load into, what is the distance here? That will be 3. Okay, then plus another 2 kilonewton is acting here. So its distance is, the moment lever arm is this much. So that will be 2 into 4 plus 2, that is 6, minus of, again RB it will be rotating in the opposite direction. So minus RB into 4, that is equal to 0. So that is the equation that is written here. So solving this, we will be getting RB as 12 kilonewton. That is one equation. Next one, what is the equation? So we have used this one. Next one, it is sigma V is equal to 0. That is RA plus RB is equal to, should be equal to 2 into 4. That is the UDL load, plus 2 into 6, sorry, 2 into 6 plus 2. That is 12 plus 2, 14. Therefore, RB, the total load is 14. Therefore, RA plus RB is equal to 14. RB we got it as 12. Therefore, RA is equal to 2. So, we have finally got the values of this our beam. The complete loading details we have obtained now. Okay. So, I have drawn the final loading diagram. So, this is the loading diagram we are having. So, I am just marking the points A, B and C. So, I have got all the loads. Now, I am starting to draw the shear force diagram. So, first one I have found out the reactions. Now, I am going to find out the shear force diagram. So, here you can see, that is from here I am taking the direction. From one direction I am starting, it will be easier. So, here you can see that shear force at A. Shear force, what is the shear force at A? It is, that is, I am just considering a section to the left, for example, I can consider to this side, to the just right side I am considering. A small section is taken, very near to that only. And now there are two options. Either I can take the forces to the left or to the right. So while taking the forces to the right, what are the forces it is there? It is taken very near to A, and the only force is this vertical force. And according to the sign convention, we know that if the vertical force to the left of the section is upward, and this is downward, this will be positive in shear force. So that is the reason why shear force at A is taken as plus 2. Now I am having two regions. Okay, that is region AB and BC. So I am considering a section at a distance between A and B. So I am considering a section between, let that distance be X. Okay, I am considering a section. Now I am I am taking the forces to the right of the section. So shear force, and I am taking a section at a distance X, that is between A and B. Now, that is, let the force at this section be Fx, and I am taking the forces to the left of the section. So what are the forces? One, I am having RA. RA is there to the upward. Then downward, what is there? This UDL is there. Minus 2 into that distance X. So this is the equation for the force between A and B. So this is my between A to B. This is the equation. Now I am choosing. So X is taken from this side. So at X is equal to 0. That is, at what is X is equal to 0 means at this point at A, that is FA. FA I have earlier result find out, but again I am substituting here. I am getting what I am getting, 2 minus 2 into X. X is taken as 0. That is again 2. That is correct. Now at X is equal to 4, that is at F is equal to B, I am substituting. That is here this is FB. FB is equal to 2 minus 2 into X. Instead of X I am substituting 4. 4 means it will be this point. Okay. That is my here it is 2 kilonewton. Then FB it is 2 minus 2 into 4. That I am getting as minus 6 kilonewton. So I have obtained the shear force at this point also. Okay, let it be like that. Now next one it is that, so at FA 2 and FB minus 6. Okay, the next point is that at shear force, now I am considering a section. Now I am going to consider a section between B and C. Okay, and let that distance, this distance be X. From here I am taking, and the forces are taken again from this side only. In order to not to make confusion only I am doing that. So between B and C. Now Fx to the left I am taking. What are the forces that will be acting? that is Ra will be there, then Ra minus 2 into x, okay, Ra minus 2 into x, or the total distance can be either taken as from here, so I am taking, okay, so Ra minus 2 into x minus then plus Rb. So this is the equation for the force in the our this direction, okay, in the region BC. So in the region BC, the equation is written like this. So now I am substituting. So from x is equal to 0 and x is equal to 4 I got. Now again there is x is equal to 4 here. That is at x is equal to 4, again I will be getting FB. What will be the answer? Ra is 2, then minus 2 into x is 4 plus Rb is 12. Rb I got at 12. So this will be how much? That is 14 minus 8. That will be 6 kilonewton. Okay. And last point is x is equal to the total distance 6. That is at FC. That is at x is equal to 6. What will be that? 2 minus 2 into 6 plus 12. That will be 2 kilonewton. So now I have got the forces at the various points. So you can see that here there is F is equal to at F is equal, at FA, FB again you have to see that FB I am having two values because there is a change in shear force. There is at the same point there is minus 6 and plus 6. Then again FC I am having 2 kilonewton. Okay, so let me draw that figure. So here I am just drawing the baseline and I am trying to draw the shear force diagram from the left side. Okay, from here for x is equal, this plus 2, it is going like this 2 then next it is coming minus 6. So I have to just mark here, that is under this load it will be minus 6. Again at the next level it is given as positive 6, so it will be moving like this. So you can draw like this, that is it will be like this, and again it will going up. That is my second point. So here it is considering the left of the FB. Here it is considering just left. This is considering the just right of the section. That is, this FB minus 6 means the section is here. That is, the meaning is that it is very near to B and I am considering a section like this. That is the value given here. Now this plus 6 means it is considering this RB also. That is to the just right only. Okay, that is very near only. That is an ideal point only we are taking. So here, so I have drawn. So here there is 2 kilonewton. Here there is minus 6 kilonewton. Here there is 6 kilonewton. And the last one it is positive 2 kilonewton. So I can join like this. So this will be my shear force diagram for the given overhanging beam. This will be positive, this will be negative, and this will be again positive. And here one thing we can know that here there is a change. That is, shear force is changing the sign. So I have to find out this point also. That is here I have to find out that I am taking just x. What is the importance of that point? When the shear force is changing its sign, the bending moment will be maximum. So I am finding this x value. So where I can substitute here, it is between A and C. Therefore I am substituting. So between A and C, one point shear force is 0. Therefore the shear force 0 point, that is between A and B. Sorry, A and B. So the equation is here. That is, this is the shear force. That is, Fx is equal to 2 minus 2 into x. At this point, so when this is equal to 0, I get to find what is the value of x. So substituting this, I can find it. 2 minus 2 into x is equal to 0. X is equal to 1. So at 1, so I am just marking that x is equal to 1. The shear force is 0. So that is the point where the bending moment will be maximum. Okay, so we have found out the shear force diagram. Now next one it is, so you can see here the note also it is given as the same only. Now next one it is the bending moment diagram. So bending moment again, there are different points. I am taking this point as just marking these points as let it be, this is A, this is given as B, C, and let this be D. And just marking only. So I have to find out the bending moment at these various points. Okay, so first one, let me find out what is the bending moment at A. So I'm just taking the loads. So first thing I know that, so I have to find out the bending moment. First one, it is given as here, it is given as bending moment at A is equal to 0. Therefore, bending moment at A is equal to 0. So at this point it will be 0. Next one, I'm going to find out the bending moment at each and every point. So for example, let me find out the bending moment at D. Bending moment at D. Okay, so bending moment at D means now I know that is x is equal to 1. So what will be the bending moment at D? That is bending moment at D is equal to, I am considering this section. So from here I am moving to this section. This is the bending moment at, this is x is equal to 1. So at this point the bending moment will be maximum. So that points I have to find out. So again, let me draw that figure once again. So considering this point at x is equal to, so that one, so first one, bending moment at A is equal to 0. Now bending moment at D is equal to, I can either consider a section towards either consider loads towards the left or right. So it is easier to consider the loads towards the left here, because what is the reason? Here it is minimum only. Okay, so that is the reason, minimum and less number of loads are there. So for what will be the answer? RB. So my answer will be, first one, from here I am taking the moment. Therefore this is the first force, so that is 2 into 1 minus, what is the load here? Minus 2 into 1 into its half, it will be 1 by 2. Therefore what will be the bending moment? 2 minus 1, that is 1 kilonewton. So 1 kilonewton meter. So I have got the B. Now again I have to find the bending moment at B. So at this point. Okay. So bending moment at B, either I can take to the loads to the left or take the loads to the right. Any direction I can take the loads. So here I am concerned, if I am taking to the right, again there are two loads. Here also two loads. So again I am taking towards the left only. Okay, I am just taking the loads towards the left. So what are the moments that the total moments will be? So what will be the moment I am getting? That is the left I am taking. That is first one due to this one, this load. Okay, that is I am having 2 into this total distance is 4 minus. This is 2. 2 into 4 into 4 by 2. Okay, 4 by 2. That is 8 minus 16. That is minus 8 kilonewton meter. So I am getting here minus 8. Again, one more point is there. This point. What will be the bending moment? This is the end point only. Therefore, the bending moment at C is equal to 0. So I have obtained all the points. So I am now just marking the points. Here it is 0. Here there is 1 kilonewton. Okay, so just marking 1 kilonewton. Here I am having at B it is negative only. B it is negative only I am getting. Okay, so I have to mark the point minus 8 to this, and here it is 0. And again this is all a UDL, therefore I have to join by parabola only. For I will be joined like this. All the points are joined at like this. So this will be my bending moment diagram. So here it will be positive, here it will be negative. Positive and negative will be there. So this is the reason why the last we have studied in every in the cantilever beam as well as in the simply supported beam. There everywhere we are having only positive bending moment. Here now positive and negative is coming together. Okay. That is hogging and sagging moments are coming together. Hogging moment is seen in the cantilever beam, that is negative, and sagging moment is given in the simply supported beam. But in a overhanging beam there will be hogging and sagging. So you can see that here there is a points, and now we have to clearly understand that So in the question it is given there is a point known as point of contraflexion. Here locate the point of contraflexion. So what is this point? That is, it is a point where the bending moment is changing the sign. The bending moment is changing the sign. So where is the bending moment changing? This is the point where the bending moment is changing the sign. So I have to find out. So at this point, what is the significance of this point? At this point, the bending moment is equal to, what is this value? It is equal to 0. So I have to find out the bending moment at this point. So I am taking this distance as x. Okay, I am just taking the distance as x. Now I am first of all I am going to write the equation for that point. Okay, so what are the loads? So just you can see that here I am going to find out the point of contraflexion. That is, the bending moment is equal to 0. So from here, this is a point that is x. So I am taking this as x. Now what are the loads? Either I am taking the loads to the left only. You don't have to take all the loads. So I am taking, this is 2 into x minus, what is the total distance? 2 into x, that is this load UDL. It will be acting at it's half x by 2. Therefore by simplifying we will be getting this is equal to 0. That is 2 into x minus x square is equal to 0. By substituting I will be getting x is equal to, that will be x is equal to 2. So at x is equal to 2, that is at a distance of 2 meters from A, the bending moment is 0. So that is my point of contraflexion. Okay, so that is a point of contraflexion. That is a point where the bending moment is equal to 0. So this is the important thing you have to study in your bending moment diagram of a overhanging beam. So only the thing you have to understand is that here, that is the point of contraflexion. It is the only thing that is having a difference. Now again another problem is given. Here you have to find out the shear force and bending moment, and here there is overhanging in the two sides. There are overhanging. Okay, so since there are we have to calculate the bending moment and the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram in the two sides. There is a change. Apart from in the last problem we have discussed, there only overhanging only one side was there. So here there is only one change, that is RB. So we can take the sum of the moments, sum of the forces, sigma RA plus RB is equal to, that can be taken. Then moment about a point can be taken. Likewise you can solve and find out RA and RB. After that you can draw the shear force diagram, then and the bending moment diagram. Here it is a simple problem because only point loads are there. So you can just look into this problem. It is a simple problem compared to the other only, because here there is no need for any we are not having any UDL. Therefore quadratic equations will not be coming, so it will be easier. So you just go through these points, and one point is that here there will be 2 points of contraflexures. That is, here you can see the since both sides are overhanging, here also and here 2 points will be there. So you just have to take the point, take this as x, and take the loads to this bending moment to this side equal to 0, you will be getting x, and again here also bending moment is equal to 0, you will be getting the x. So likewise you can find out the bending moment and shear force diagram of. Okay, so this is a way in which we can find out the bending moment and shear force diagram. Okay, now another problem is there. Instead of the loads, in some questions a moment can be given like this. A moment can be given. So here we know that we can see that only a moment is given here. So first of all our aim will be to find out the reactions. So I am taking RA and RB. So to find the reaction at A and B, the moment about A, here the moment should be 0. So what is the equation? RB into, so here the important thing is that RB into 6 must minus 24. RB is in the anti-clockwise and this is the clockwise. Therefore RB is equal to, we will getting plus 4. That is the upward you will be getting. And since no external vertical loads are coming, no external vertical load is no. Again I have to take the moment only. That is a, therefore that again there is no vertical forces. So I have got RA plus RB should be 0. No vertical load is there. I found out RA as 4. So what will be RB as 4? RA will be minus 4. So here in this case the direction of this will be like this. So one will be top to the top, another will be to the bottom. So reaction will be changing. Now first of all I have to draw the shear force diagram. So in the shear force diagram it will be like this. If I am starting from here, since it is to the downward side, it should be to the down, then there is no other loads and it will be negative. That is shown here. Okay, that will be negative only. So you just understand. Now next is some bending moment. So bending moment if I am drawing, so here I am having the, I am just drawing the figure, that is, so the beam was given like this. There is a beam and a UDL, a point load is, as a moment is acting at a point, and the total distance is this is 2 meter and this is 4 meter. And so it is A, B and C only I am taking. So first of all RA plus RB is equal to 0. There is no vertical load. Now, taking the moment from A, I will be getting RB into this 6 minus 24 is equal to 0. RB is equal to 4. And I will be getting RA as minus 4 to the downward side. So if I am drawing the figure, it will be like this. 4 towards the top and this towards bottom and this one towards the 24 kilo. Now I am drawing the shear force diagram. So here there in the, to draw the shear force diagram, only consider the forces. There is only 2 forces. Therefore if I am taking a section to this side, to the just side, and considering the forces to the right, what is the only force? Minus 4. It is to the downward. Again there is no force, therefore it will be constant, and when I am coming here there is a force to the top. So this will be my symbol, it will be my shear force diagram. Now next one, it is the bending moment diagram. I have to draw the bending moment diagram. So bending moment, there are 3 points, there is A, B and C. So I know that the bending moment at A is equal to 0 and bending moment at B should be 0. Okay, bending moment at A and bending moment at B will be 0. Now I have to find out the bending moment at C. Okay, bending moment at C I have to find out. So I am taking a section like this. I am considering the force to this side. Okay, to the right side. So bending moment, this is, you have to clearly understand, bending moment to C is equal to C to the right side. What are the forces? Only one force. So the forces we are getting only. So here bending moment at C, I have to find out the bending moment to the right and left side. So I am first finding right side. Right side it is RB into 4. Left side it is RA into 2. RA is minus 4. So one side I am getting minus 8. Other side I am getting 16. Okay. Therefore, so to the right, to the LHS and to the RHS, because since it is found out, because here at C a moment is happening. So since a moment is happening, there will be 2 bending moments. In all other problems, at a single point there will be only one bending moment. So since at C there will be 2 bending moments will be there. That's the reason why I am taking to the LHS and just on the RHS. So substituting the values, here RA is in the downward side, therefore it will be minus, positive. Other one will be positive. Therefore I am drawing this, the figure is being drawn. So this one it is 0. To the right hand side it is minus 8 and here it is positive 8. So my bending moment diagram will be like this. This will be 16 kilonewton meter and this will be 8 kilonewton meter. Okay, so this is the reason how I can find out the bending moment and shear force diagram if a moment is happening. Okay, so similarly a moment with an UDL, a problem is also given here. You can just work out these type of problems and find out if any doubts is there. So this is the way in which we will be drawing the shear force and bending moment diagram. So altogether we have studied about the shear force and bending moment diagram of a cantilever beam, of an overhanging beam, of a simply supported beam under what are loads? UDL, point load as well as a UVL also. Okay, so these are the things you have to cover in your third video. That's all. Thank you.